So you want to have a conversation, huh? Basically, right? Take two. So you like to have a conversation, huh? Okay, my friend. Let's talk about our conversations. What's up? What's up? I'm waiting for you guys to get on. My video's going up, so make sure you watch my video. A lot of questions in here. I want to answer the questions for you guys because I see the comments coming in. Hope you guys like the video. All right, guys, let's load it up. I want to load up because I want to answer some questions, guys, because you guys have to clear things up because some of you guys are misinformed and what am I? I'm explaining. Somebody answer that. Where's my boy at? I mean, my moderator, man. Cystic Fibrosis Fit. Follow him, man. The guy is one of the most inspirational people that I know. So, what is up? What is up? What is up? Up. I just want to talk, guys, real quick. Not real quick, but I'll kind of explain. Because I'm reading the comments, and there are people. I'm doing the video more so for just to give you guys a backstory because some of you guys are just, man. Listen, any of you guys who are following me and are fans of mine, like true fans and stuff, I really appreciate it. But like, you don't have to go to the lengths of some of these other fans where they're just get so angry. If someone says something like, about me that's not, that you think might hurt my feelings or something, to me, I'm not. So I'm that way. So you guys don't be that way. So like I read the comments, I laugh at all of them, the good and the bad ones. It's awesome. It's good to have that kind of communication. And yeah, so just don't fall into the other, kind of subs who are just like, subs who are just like super diehard and will just legitimately like just lose themselves for their fans, for their, for this, their, what do you call it? Favorite YouTuber, whatever. Hey, know what's going on? Hey, yo, I know what's going on. Greg Stress, how about time retention is a training book. He often says not to worry about time retention is a bang. Okay, so let's talk about a few things. Okay, so I want to see where to start first so we can kind of chat. Okay, guys, make sure you go check out my video. I just put it out. It's hilarious. We're doing some new things in there. I'm really just exploring a lot of stuff that I've always wanted to do and just doing it and just kind of like, I'm throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. But so I'm explaining to you guys. So here's a gist in the background story. So there was a video that was put out this week by Jeffrey something. I forget his last name. First of all, I do not like the guy. I don't know the guy to not like the guy personally. So I only judge people that put out on YouTube. You guys know that. I only judge you for what you put out. That's it. Okay. I don't know you to say I don't like you or to say I like you. I only like on this. I like or dislike content. And that's it. Right. So just make that clear. I don't have beef or qualms with anybody on here at all. This is not real world to me at all. This is like legitimately entertainment, education, and those things. When it comes to this video and why I did this video. So background story, I put a response out to his video. And my response to the video was literally, it wasn't more so I wasn't backing up Greg. The point is, let's lay some facts out, okay? Lay some facts, okay? Last year, Greg's been a fan of Jeff has been a fan of Greg's, okay? And you guys gotta know, like, when you guys watch videos and when you guys watch content and, YouTube put stuff out, you guys gotta look a little deeper as to like what the content is. Like, I know I'm good at what I do, but I definitely won't, I don't need to grab someone else to prove that I'm good in that kind of way. Like, I don't have to lie about that or something like that. I don't have to, if someone's good at something, I'm not going to bash what they're good at. Just doesn't make any sense. So he made some points. Basically, the point was, Greg, he bought a cookbook from Greg and didn't get it. Okay, now, guys, I want you guys to be critical thinkers. Guys, remember, this is the intelligent movement, so we're going to be critical thinkers here. Critical thinkers means that you can think for yourself, take an approach where it's unbiased, you can kind of argue both sides, and that's what I do. So here it is. If I bought in my video, I made the example of I shop from different places, Sport Check, Best Buy, Henry's, whatever, right? And if I went back and I said, hey man, I just bought a pair of headphones and they're not working, and I didn't, whatever, and I brought them back, and they're like, and they told me ahead of time that if you have 30 days to bring it back, and we'll return your money. Let's just say that I went back and like, hey, my headphones will work. Can I get a refund? Whatever. And they're like, no. And I'm like, wait a minute, you said you gave me 30 days. He's like, well, not now. I'm not going to give it to you. I would be like, screw you guys, never get my money again, F you. And I get a bunch of emails from them, and I would literally go and be like, unsubscribe from those emails. I'm not getting all your stupid spam emails. I get enough. Like, I get spam emails from people, from places that I shop all the time. The ones that I like, I delete them anyway because I want to see all that stuff come up. I get stuff from Greg's cookbook stuff, whatever, and I don't, I don't like seeing all that stuff come up for me. It's just I don't like it. But if someone did me wrong, I wouldn't continue to accept, emails. Like, would you not just if someone did you wrong, if the business did you wrong, would you still have the emails coming in? Like, it's kind of like, think about it. Like, think about that, guys. You got to be critical thinkers. Okay. Now move on. So he's trying to make, guys, if you can't see that he's trying to make a big commercial for his own channel to get more subscribers, knowing that Greg is someone that anyone could pick at right now and get views, let's be serious. Like, serious, right? Another thing too is like, Greg charges what Greg charges, okay? I made the biggest point in the video. Here's my biggest point. You guys determine whether or not I am good at what I do. You guys are judge, jury, and executioner. You guys, girls, and circles, all tell us whether our channel is good or not. That's how it goes. And depending how many more people go up and up and up and that and so forth, your demand is a lot higher. Does that make any sense, right? So if you eventually have to charge more money, you'll eventually get that. Because here's another thing too. If there's only a small minority of people who actually make a lot of money, like a lot of money. There was actually a thing on CNN the other day that was like, there's only, because Biden's basically going to tax only, the wealthy, whatever. Anyway, so point is that there's only 1%, only 1/8 of the 1% that make over $1 million a year. That's talking like your income, like not like your business makes $1 million, but you make $1 million a year. That ends up being like around 900,000 in the U.S. Okay, there's a small minority of people who can actually afford high-end stuff, Louis Vuitton, Benzes, Lamborghinis, Gucci, like actually can afford those things, right? When your channel's small, you get like a majority of those who are in, like, I would say we'll say like you have upper class, middle class, working class, okay? Your channel grows, you get a lot of the middle class, right? And then it gets a little broader, and in that broad, say like, let's just pretend that this is like your radius, okay? Your radius is this big and you have only 100 subscribers, right? And in this 100 subscribers, one person there can afford to spend way more money than what you offer, right? But you can only really offer what's there for that demographic. And then all of a sudden it gets bigger and bigger. Your reach gets bigger and bigger. And all of a sudden that one person that can afford turns into 5 people that can afford. That turns into more and more. So the wider, the more reach you get, the more people you reach that can afford a lot more things. It's more of a mix. You get both, right? So the greater the reach, the more people probably you hit that can afford higher end stuff. Does that make sense? Are we here with me, guys? You still watching this? We here? I see no comments. Means you guys probably just like listening. Good. Okay. So when you get to that route, when you get to that size, aka Greg or Mike Thurston or anybody who's got 1 million subs, they're gonna hit a lot more people who can afford a lot more as they can offer. So it makes sense to increase your price as the demand gets higher, right? So it's like he made the point in the video, man, why he's raising money that's 10 times more than I charge. It's like, okay, but the person he's talking about is 10 times of a better, better, has more education, background. We're talking about a top level record holding, powerlifter, a master's in kinesiology, a professional IFBB pro. You know what I'm saying? Like, Those are all credentials that can give you enough to say to justify charging a certain amount. Now, if someone charges a certain amount and you can't pay, and no one can pay for it, that makes sense. But like, let's be serious. Greg charges, or anyone charges a certain amount because they can. Put it this way: there's Benz, there's Lexus, there's BMW. Those are all cars. All those cars have a base stock car that people can afford at whatever base level. Let's put it this way: entry level fashion would be something like this. So someone like me that can afford a little bit more, this would be considered entry level fashion. So if someone who's like a first level fashion, I can afford a little more, I can afford a bag like this, right? But I can't afford a Louis Vuitton bag, right? So I can shop for based on what I can afford at that time. So the more money I make, maybe this will end up being a Louis Vuitton bag. It won't. Trust me, it won't. I don't need to spend any money on a damn Louis Vuitton bag. I got this because it was on sale, and it's actually real, so don't worry about that. Anyway, the point is that supply and demand is a normal thing. For some reason in the fitness industry, and I said this 1,000 times, for some reason, people in the fitness industry think that, or they get butthurt when someone else charges more money. Okay? Here's the thing. I don't care how much money Greg charges for his clients. Why does it affect me? The thing is, what's crazy for me is, like, instead of being like, yo man, Greg charges more money, the good thing that Greg did is that he raised the value for every trainer. It's not like Greg came in with his expertise and decided to it's not like Greg came with his expertise and said, I'm gonna sell a plan for $10 and undercut everybody and we're all screwed. That's different. Like, so if someone did that, I would be like, yo man, Greg, you're a piece of shit if you're gonna sit there and come in here being an IFBB Pro record holder and so forth, and you're charging less money than I'm charging. That's a dick move. What an awesome move is someone's charging more money. So guess what happens? Then it means that we can charge more money, right? Because there's obviously a want and need for Greg's services because Greg is full. The problem is that a lot of people that watch the videos, they're like, man, Jeff, man, he's such a good dude, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, yo, you guys aren't realizing that the guy's just making this video based on pure jealousy. Like, why not get, like, when someone's up here, why not try to get there? For me, I'm that way. I'm like, when I met Greg for the first time, I was like, when I started to know Greg, I was like, I need to know what that guy's doing so I can be good at what I'm doing. I want to get better. The majority of people were like, I hate him. I don't want to know nothing, blah, blah, blah. And guess what? I ended up winning the next year and being a pro before everyone else when they were doing this for longer than I have. The biggest problem in this industry, number one, is that everybody, a majority, are extremely insecure. So when someone comes around and charges more money and is like, hey, wait a minute, man, you haven't been in this industry long as I have. I've only been charged this much. How dare you charge 10 times more than me? Why not? Do you think like, I got a Mazda CX-5, right? It's a nice little car. It's a good car, affordable for me. Do you think Mazda CX-5 is pissed off at Porsche for putting out their model, their F-Force model? Like, are they like, how dare you put out a car that's better than my car that's way more expensive than car that... No, because there's a need for someone to drive the Mazda CX-5. There's a need for someone to drive the Porsche F-Force. So it's like, for me, it's like every time someone brings up the fact that someone's charging more money in the industry than them, it's like, you guys are some sorry, suck-ass little girls. Shouldn't say little girls. Shouldn't say it at all. So I'm going to cancel my ass because I got a little girl. She's tough as shit. Just not crying like a baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, use those things to help level yourself. That should be inspirational shit. You should see somebody who's excelling and doing exceedingly well, and that should motivate you to be like, man, I want to work so I can charge that much money. I would love to buy a Benz and then a Lamborghini freaking SUV that might be coming in. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what my video said. It wasn't just to defend Greg. It was defending everybody out there like myself who will eventually charge more money, but then has a guy down here saying, you shouldn't charge X amount of money. Who charges that much? I can't believe they're charging. What trainer is going to charge that much money? That's insane. So what about the people who are actually buying the services? You know what I'm saying? It's insane if no one buys the services. That's insane. And it's insane if you're charging, but you're not, you shouldn't charge that. Like if you got a CanFit Pro, you've been in industry for, you started training 2 years and you did one show and maybe you won your class, and then all of a sudden I'm gonna charge $1,000 a plan. Yeah, that's fucking stupid. That is dumb. That makes no sense. But you should be justified for what you want to charge and not harped on. And the premise of the video basically was like, hey guys, I'm gonna suck you and say Greg screwed me over. And then I'm gonna say he charges too much. Now I'm gonna say that he outsources. Here's another thing I was gonna bring up in my video. I've been doing this by my entire self since I started this. I was even doing some of Greg's videos before he got his brother to help him with his editing. Up until January, I've been doing my own diet plans, editing, training in a gym, raising a family, raising a daughter, right? That is a lot of work. And then, full disclosure, at 25,000 subscribers, I called Greg, and last year Greg got help. He hired an assistant last year, and it was one of my clients. I told me, hey man, there's an assistant. If you want an assistant, here's someone be good at it. Blah blah blah. Anyway, besides the point. At 25,000 subs, I called Greg. I'm like, Greg, I'm like, hey, in hindsight, now that you know how things are now, when would you have hired help? He's like, at 30,000 subscribers. I'm like, thank you God, because things are getting overwhelming. They're getting busy, right? I got a daughter. I'm working in a gym, 20 hours managing this and that, and editing videos, all the stuff I gotta do, right? Yeah, right, Sal. Come on, man. Listen, guys, if you know me, that's not even a word that you should even bring up. Don't worry about that. It'll never happen. Anyway, so I have a team of people that help me, right? So full disclosure, when you get plans and whatever else, I get the consults. I do the consults with all of my athletes. At the end of the consult, they'll decide whether or not they want to go training. If they do, I send them a questionnaire. The questionnaire goes out, and then I have 2 people on my team that help me with my diets. They basically help me sort through my emails and make sure they're cleaned out, make sure they put people where they're supposed to be, give you what the guys are supposed to do, and then they'll start the actual plan. So they'll start your plan, but they'll start it off so I don't have to. So when I'm talking to someone else, they're starting the plan. But when the plan started and basically somewhat complete, then I get the plan and then I just look over it and make sure everything where it should be. Because I had the conversation first. I've got to be able to, I've been able to, talk to the client and get to know that person through phone consult. My consults are 15, 30 minutes that end up going over all the time. So just ask anybody. Someone can actually contest to that. So I know the person. I've developed a little bit of a relationship, and I know. So I get the plan, I finalize the plan, and I send the plan off to make sure it's the way I see fit. Take those people away, guys. I'm not putting out any videos. I'm putting out 1 or 2 videos, maybe a week. Maybe. For me to put out 5 videos a week, I need to outsource help. My outsource help is from here. They're actually some of my clients that I've hired, right? That I've coached, that understand this whole, I've coached to 2 people. I'm not gonna tell the name because that's just not. I don't want to put them out there like that. But I've coached these 2 people for 2 to 5 years, so these people know exactly how I coach, what I offer, and so forth. So for us, and to think about this, to get you guys full disclosure, because I didn't know this until Greg started getting himself as high as he did. I thought for the most part everyone's doing this on their own. I didn't know that people had teams like Greg, more plays, more dates, Will Tennyson. Anybody who's got a large following has a team behind that help them put this stuff out. And if you're a coach, all coaches have someone to help them put their stuff out. It's not just a one-man team doing it. You'd be insane to think that Greg can put out 14 videos a week and then not have someone help him with diets. Are you insane? The expectations are insane. It's nuts. So that's where the outsourcing part came, and I was like, why would you like that? And then not really knowing how the process is. I know Greg, and I go to his house and I see what happens in his house, and his house is a fucking a work war zone, which is awesome. The fact is that people need to understand that all of us here who are trying our best to put out content for you guys, we have to outsource to give us help. It'll be like a CEO of a company being like, you know what, I don't want to get any employees. I'm just gonna do this on my own. Don't worry about it, because I don't want to make my my customers mad and let them know that I have employees. You know what I'm saying? The expectation of this is crazy. Not only look, who's that? Captain, Captain. $900 is a ripoff to you. And I'm not bringing you, listen, dude, guys, listen, I'm talking all you guys straight from here, all right? I'm vulnerable and honest with you guys, okay? I was eating out of a garbage a decade and a half ago through college, okay? I couldn't afford to pay for a lot of things. The second I got, the more money I got, the more things I can get. When I bought this bag, it was the thing I was like, wow, I just bought this little bag, whatever, and I can afford it. To somebody else, they're not going to pay $150 for a freaking bag, for a laptop bag. And might think this is a complete ripoff. And guess what? To me, it is a complete ripoff for anybody who's, this is a freaking bag. It's for the novelty of having a Michael Kors freaking bag for my laptop. So $900 for a plan does seem like a lot, and probably definitely is a ripoff for most. But for the person who's making 6 figures a year, it's not a lot of money at all. At a point in my life, I could not afford Greg whatsoever, and that's why Greg got coached for free, and I live with him. So, and I learn a lot. I can afford to buy a $900 plan from Greg now. Am I going to do it? No, because I'm a coach. I wouldn't buy a plan for $900 that I do myself. It doesn't make sense. But for the person who can't afford $900 from Greg, there's another option from a Johnny Shreve. You know what I'm saying? Or another person out there. If you can't afford Greg's stuff, that's fine. Is a Benz a ripoff? No. It's not a ripoff to the person who can afford it, but it might be a ripoff for the person who can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Captain, come back, man. Where you at? Where you at, Captain? You came here and started chatting. I want to hear. What's that? Where'd you go? All right. Yeah, why Captain? Get back in here, man. You're not a billionaire. You spelled billionaire wrong. Stop it. Billionaires don't say, no, I'm a billionaire. I'm sorry. You're not. There's not that many billionaires out there either. So, I'm sorry. And there ain't no billionaires on my freaking in here trying to comment. So, sorry. I'm gonna read some comments, guys. Let's get some feedback, guys. Let me read your comments now. Some people have spent more than $900 on a pair of... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's this... Here's a culture that I would love to create in this industry. A more confident culture. Like, think about it, guys. Like, the most of the drama that happens around this industry is solely from insecure shit. Like, no one's saying, like, $900 is not a ripoff to someone who can afford $900. Let's see, Josh, I don't think Greg says that you need to buy anything from him. I don't think he believes regular people are going to buy his stuff. I don't it's like, again, it's just supply and demand. Like, why would you not charge that money? If you could charge it, why would you not charge it? That's the question I have to ask you guys. If you can afford to charge a certain price for what you value yourself as, why would you not charge that? I'm raising my price because I'm getting busy. The only way to make sure I can't get even busier so I can manage the people I want to manage is so that I can take care of the people that I can take care of. I don't want to have 90 freaking clients and sitting around like, and my days cut up. I got a family. I got stuff to do. I don't want to sit there and be doing diet plans all day long and I can't do work because I got 80 damn clients and I can't. It's nuts. And that, like, there's so many good points, you guys. And you know what, man? You can't change people's minds, and I'm not trying to change people's minds here. I'm just trying to get you guys to have a different approach, to think a little differently, than to think that there's so basically for me, if I get to the point where I charge $900, then I'm a sellout and I'm an asshole because I'm charging more money. Like, if I want to call up, let me see. If I want to go talk to Phil Heath right now and say, Phil Heath, can you coach me? Phil Heath will charge me what Greg will charge me, and guess what? Phil Heath can charge me exactly. He's got 7 damn freaking Olympias. Right? So it makes complete sense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. How is Greg's prices even issue? People are wasting time. And that's exactly. You know what I mean? And like maybe I am wasting my time talking to the few people that I'm trying to get them to think a little more critically. That guess what, guys? When you make a lot of money, here's the best thing. Here's the best thing I'll tell you guys. Well, actually the best thing, but here's something that I was told. Money doesn't buy you happiness. Money just gives you options. Money gives you options. the more money you make, the more options you get. So someone like who makes $1 billion has a lot of options. There's nothing that person cannot do. They have the most amount of money to get anything. Anything under $1 billion, that person can all the options in the world. That's a lot of people who are extremely rich get really bored and doing some weird, shitty, weird stuff because it's like, what else can you do when you can afford absolutely everything? The more money you make, the more options you have. If I make $50,000, I only have the options that the only options available for me are the $50,000 a year options. That means the car I want to buy has to be a $50,000 a year option. The house I want to live in, the place I want to go, the clothes I want to wear, the stuff I want to drink, right? I make $100,000, my options get a little greater. I make $200,000, my options go up. So the more money you have, the more options you have, right? So if I make, $500,000 a year, a $900 plan is peanuts to me, right? So that's what my video basically was about. That's what I'm saying. That's what my video was about, right? I'm getting sick and tired of people getting mad at other people for charging what they think they're worth. Like, you're gonna tell me what I'm worth? Like, for Y Captain, I'm not saying this to you, but like for Y Captain, the predatory marketing. Give me seconds. I was gonna say something. I totally missed it. I read your comment. So the what do you call it? The email that he sent out to Greg sent out 1,000 emails to 1,000 different people on his list. He's got a ton of people on the list, and I didn't get the list. I'm on it, but I didn't get it, right? So he sent it out because he was trying to do basically test out that if he would charge less for his, and it would kind of see what would happen, kind of give feedback from the 1,000 people that he sent those emails out to. So like, hey, since the plans are so much and people have been saying that, we'll give a discount to the other people for taking the plan from those who are, the outsource. But those people who are outsourced are people that he's trained personally. You know what I'm saying? Put it this way. A football team has outsourced coaches. There's a head coach, defense coordinator, offensive coordinator. There, your positional coaches on both sides of the ball, right? You have help to help, and that head coach will pick certain people that are trained to be able to do what's done, right? So like, I don't know if you want to call it predatory. That's just kind of like your verbiage is very. You just seem like I feel like maybe you just really don't want to like Greg or something, but it's fine with me. You don't like Greg, it's fine with me. Guys, put it this way. If you don't like Greg, that does not bug me. I live in a place where people don't like Greg and people do like Greg, right? So it's not like I'm mad at you because you don't like Greg. It's like, that's fine. But like, if you're not going to like somebody, like him for a legitimate reason. You know what I mean? Just like when I say, I don't not like somebody, I don't like their content, or I like their content, but I can't say I don't like someone because based on YouTube. I don't know them personally. I don't know them, you know what I'm saying? Let me go back to your comment, buddy. I got an email, wasn't that bad. Where are you at? I'm trying to go back to my man's thing here. On the chat. I'm sorry, dude. Maybe I'll Google it. I checked it. I don't know about that, but I'll Google it, but sorry. The complaint was not much about the price, but it was about marketing techniques which mimic the new guys. Marketing techniques will be look. V-Shreds, put it this way, it will be different if Greg or anyone, it would be different if Greg was putting out bullshit. Like, V-Shreds is putting out magic pills and false information. Spews for views to get you guys to understand what that means. Spews means lying. Lying for views. Not like putting out bad content. Spews for views means lying for views. So if Greg was putting out, I got a magic pill that's gonna make you lose X amount or whatever, and all you do is sit on the couch, or like, hey, is whatever making you fat? No, cardio is making you fat. How are you gonna say that Greg is a V-Shed because he's putting out, he's marketing himself, right? It's like I said, it's all about what you're putting out. So when I put out if I put out a bunch of stuff, I'm now a V-Shreds because I'm putting out mass marketing to people so I can put out my reach to more people or offer more. Like, I'm not going to do exactly what everyone else does because I'm myself and I know what I want to do, with my channel, with my business. So I don't think I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna go the route of like mass whatever, because I don't want to put out mass anything. More so than like if I do, it'll be like, yeah, I'm in the works of developing an ebook, a training book for sure, 100%. Of course I am. And that ebook will be for people that eventually that I can't coach one on one all the time, because I'll just be at the point where I can't take on everybody, but I want to give somebody something that they can actually take and do better with their life with it. That's why I put out so much information on my YouTube channel, because I know that, yeah, I'm still going to get clients there, but I still want to be able to give out enough information for the average user out there to be able to better their training. That's the whole point of that. So to compare Greg to V Shreds, it's like you got to compare like their actual services. Greg's services are nowhere near like V Shred's services are nowhere near comparable to what Greg's services are, because Greg services the exact same thing I service. I give out the same thing Greg gives out, but I do a lot more training. My emphasis on training is a lot more than Greg. So I do a lot more coaching throughout the week in between check-ins of my athletes sending in videos of their form. Like, I'm not going to show people's videos, but I got check-ins. Let me see if I'll pick up here. There you go. So I'll got this, and then I'll have my client send in like, I want to say, whoop, whoop, right, guys? We'll have like, I'll have my client send in videos. Oh, don't want you guys seeing all that stuff too. That's personal stuff for my guys. But like, I have like, let me see. I have another video here. Another guy here, he sent me videos of him training. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to show. I'm just trying to show videos to get. I don't want to put my guys in blast, but that's what I do. So there's a difference between what Greg offers and what I offer, but the whole point is that I'm on Instagram, guys. Underscore John Shreve underscore. Let me see. You don't realize Fuad was Canadian. Yeah, man, all Canadians, we're dope, man. Cool. So, yeah, like, guys, let's just put it this way, so we can kind of like, and we'll get on other topics. But I want you guys to understand something. If I feel, or just say you, whatever it is that you guys do, you set your value for what you believe your value is, right? Exactly, right? Like, if I believe that I'm worth a certain amount, then I'm going to charge that amount, because based on what I believe my value, my worth is. And that's for no one else to determine that at all, but for me. Now, what will validate that or confirm it or whatever will be the obvious people, the customers, or the YouTube subscribers who deem me to be worthy enough of as being viewable. Is my channel good enough? I guess it is, because it's raised it to 85,000. And that's because, not because I say, hey, my channel's great, look at me, give me all the subscribers, because you guys said that my stuff I'm putting out is worthwhile watching. Right? And guys, the copyright claim wasn't Greg being like, oh, you did a video, you exposed me, haha, take it down. And this is what you guys gotta understand. The copyright claim comes from one thing. You can't put someone's information on, like, if I do like a song, like if someone does a YouTube video on me or whatever, and they take a plan from someone that or my cookbook or my ebook, and they put it online, they show it, that's copyright. It's the same as music. It's copyright. You can't do that, right? That's why that's down, is because of that, not because you exposed me, gotta take it down. It's like, you guys, I think most of the time when you guys see drum, you guys want it to be greater than what it is, and it's so much easier to do that. But anyway, make sure you guys. My daughter's up there playing in the car, honking the horn, gonna piss off the neighbors. He showed a couple things there, but you, like I said, you can't just like if I buy I buy, I don't know, I don't have anything around here that I have to put on here to show you guys. Whatever. But if I put a book on here and I took a book that someone's selling and I showed it or anything, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's down, you know? I go back, the cookbook, some of the what do you call it? I think recipe, the from actual plan that he had. So can't do that. Yo, listen, Chris, who's my man Chris? I don't know. The people that care so much are the ones that just don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, and that's the thing. It's what it comes down to. It's like if you think it's so much money, just don't buy it. Like, are these people the same people that go to the store and sit there and curse at, an expensive item and then, it ruins their shopping experience? You know what I'm saying? There's places to go where you can afford for what you can afford, and there's places to go for what other people can afford. Just go get what you can afford. It's the same as like, when people complain about like certain things that you put on your own channel. It's like just don't watch that then. Just it's that simple. It's a weird culture that I'm still kind of trying to figure out. I took sociology and criminology in school, so I did a lot of studying society and stuff, and it's really fun. And it's just really this is a phenomenon. I just think it's awesome. This whole YouTube experience, this is nuts. People are extremely impressionable, and I think we want way more drama than what's actually there. You know what I mean? Yeah, I did call him a communist coach just because I did the him talking about the price is too high, this and that, and I was like, am I allowed to call somebody a communist coach? Because and like I guess communism does make sense in a sense, but yeah, don't follow him with the hell. Anyway, guys, I just want to get on because, and then I think it's good for me to do these kind of these live feeds just so you guys can see my personality because like I think some people think that the especially for the haters in my comments and like shitty video I'm subscribing to you. I'm like, okay, I go right ahead if you don't want to watch it, it's cool with me. um yeah. uh I don't know all the limits. I think he was just doing it for a bit, like anyone does. Limit time. That's marketing, right? Guys, you guys gotta take. You guys gotta spend some. If you want to be like, if you want to like elevate or level up your YouTube subscribing experience, start dilly dabbling more into actually marketing and stuff. Then you can understand the verbiage of how people put out content and whatnot. Um, and that's basically it. You know what I mean? Like, but the video I did today, I thought I had to do it because we're just despite everything that's happened. If I see bad form, I'm gonna get on bad form, and there's no way of fucking around it, guys. Like, please stop giving people a pass for bad form. Stop. Right? That's like me being like, all right, man, I'm a piano teacher. I'm gonna play the song wrong, but I expect you to play it right. Why do things change in the fitness industry? The fitness industry should be on the same level as every other industry out there. I justify myself. I'm not justifying myself. I'm more so just I'm raising debate. I'm bringing up a topic for people to be more critical about it. To be honest, like that's why I do it. I love doing lives. I love doing lives because I don't have any problem being live at all. At any minute, I can pop on live and be like, "Hey guys, what's going on?" Because I'm not shy, and a lot of YouTubers don't do it. I don't know why, but they should. But if anything, trust me, guys. When I do anything, there's a reason why I do everything. I don't randomly just do stuff. I used to, but I don't randomly just do anything. If I'm coming on here for a live, it's to get you guys to talk and have an open discussion, and to get you guys to be more critical thinkers about certain things. Your daily explanation is one of the best. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I do a lot of work with these guys. There's the thing. I've made a lot of mistakes that a lot of you guys have made, maybe, or haven't made yet. And I have deterioration in my L4 and L5. I have arthritis in my L4, and I have osteophytes in my L5 that's sticking to my sciatic nerve. I can't dorsiflex my toe, so let me show you guys something, so you guys understand my current situation. So here's my feet here. So look at this foot here. I can do this with this foot, and I can't with this foot as much because the neurological pathway is being blocked off by that bone kind of sitting in my sciatic nerve. I also don't have an ACL. I also tore my shoulder. I got bursitis in both elbows. I have IT band syndrome. What else do I have? I got a lot of things that have happened because of some bad lifting techniques as growing up. And so why I'm so hard on technique is because not because I don't believe, like, listen, you can grow for sure with bad technique. It's 100% you can. So technique, having great technique isn't going to make you have greater muscle than someone has bad technique. Genetics pop into that, your ability to grow muscle and so forth. Good technique is for the sheer reason, or the good technique is only there to be injury preventative. That is mostly it. Yes, we can get way more activation and way more isolation and movements, and that's why I feel the best rep is gonna have the best looking muscle in the end. Because you have more range of motion, more mobility, all those things. A lot of the issues when it comes to injuries is because mobility issues. Mobility issues are not being able to run through the whole full range of motion. So when you're building muscle with bad form, you're not getting full range of motion. A healthy muscle, a healthy joint is one that can run with this full range of motion. And that's why I preach fucking good form all the time. Not because of anything, not because, I think that if you have bad form, you're not going to build muscle, because there's a ton of guys out there have bad form that got a lot of good muscle. But eventually, they're gonna be sitting around like, oh, my back hurts, because I'm that person. I can't feel my finger right now because I have pinched nerves in my neck from doing freaking shrugs and shit my entire life. I literally did shrugs, like I did Johnny Jackson's, like I think he had this thing in like a Muscle Mag a long time ago. It was like Johnny Jackson's favorite shrugs, and it was like I think it was 11, 12 different variations of shrugs, and I did all of them for like months at a time. Like literally, when I did every time I did exercise, I was doing shrugs of some sort. I'm trying to give you guys advice, end up like my dumb ass, okay? Right? And that's basically it. Louis Duo says yeah. So that's why I preach that out. So like as a coach, when I see other people putting out information that's bad, because I know you guys are gonna follow it. You guys follow it because I did. We all do. We follow who we like and we try and mimic who we like. So if you're gonna like me, I want you guys to mimic having good form and then having, just being able to do things better and be able to progress better, more optimally. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you guys in here, man. Make sure you guys go watch the video. It's hilarious. We're doing some more stuff. I've only peeled off maybe one layer of the onion when it comes to what I can, I guess, put out in content wise. So I want to give you guys. We're trying to elevate this channel way more to give you guys so much more content, in the fact where it's like, I want everything I put out to be like just awesome and helpful. You know what I'm saying? So whoever is on this video, is watching this video now, not this video, but go watch the video. Yes, there are gonna be a lot of dislikes, but they're views. And someone's gonna watch it, someone's gonna get better from it, right? And then maybe Jeff will go and fix his form. I don't really care what anybody says. You don't have a fucking round back. And you can't justify having a round back because he said he's talked about his round back before, so he guess he can just continue to have a round back. No, you can't, right? Then don't tell me, oh well, I saw Ian Valera had a round back. I'm like, Ian Valera isn't you, so stop making those connections. Well, since this guy's got a lot of muscle, he's got bad form. That means I can. No, it doesn't. It means that guy's got bad form. That guy's good muscle, and that guy's gonna have issues down the road. Do you want that? No. So. Joking. Can you reply, Lewis Doyle? Where's he at? Lewis, write the comment again. Where's he at? I'm gonna scroll up and try to find you, Lewis. Lewis Doyle. Write it again, buddy. I didn't see it. If he's still there. Or send it over again. Pre-workouts are great, man. Doyle said, I took Novadex on test on test cycle for a couple of days, and Douglas signs Gano. Now my dick stopped working. Will this go away? Or is this a sign of estrogen? How much Novadex did you take? How much how much test were you taking? You know what I mean? If you take way too much Novadex and you're not taking that much, if your PCT or Novadex doesn't justify the amount that you were doing of test, that can definitely throw things off for sure. But it will go back. I mean, like, again, too, it could be how suppressed you are as well too. So the dosages and stuff are very key, variables I need to know about. But guys, check it out. You can book a phone consult, 15, 30-minute phone consults. They're $50 American, $100 American. They always go over. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, literally anybody on this thing who's had a phone consult with me, tell me if they went over. I'm not trying to say that the 50-minute consults turn into 30 minutes. I'm saying when I get like this, I talk and I'm not gonna stop like time's up. Error. No, I want to give you guys everything I can. I want to give you guys the best I can give every single time I talk to you guys. That is the consensus for me. I want to make sure that every time I have an opportunity to be or talk to somebody, that I'm giving them my all, giving them the best experience they had with me. That's what I want to do. Get your bloods, Doyle. Get your blood work. Look, get your blood work and book a phone consult and we'll chat. 100%. Mike, I like watching both Johnny and Greg due to the realism. He's 46-year-old and is not done with. Yeah, man. Awesome. I'm not. I'm from Windsor, Ontario. I'm not even from Nova Scotia. I moved here for football. For football. I moved here for football in school in 2007. I'm from Windsor, Ontario. I'm from right across from Detroit. My family's from Detroit, Ann Arbor, Michigan, Windsor, Toronto, Atlanta, Georgia, Mississippi, North Carolina. I got family all over the place. That's why I'm so like cerebral, because I've been places. I'm not just in a pocket in Canada and I haven't been anywhere before. So, yo, get out of here, man. Of course, I got football in Canada. Shh. Chill out. Our field's wider and we got more people. It's kind of weird, but we still have football. Actually, we started football before you guys did. Just letting you know. How about that? You guys just did it way better. Way better. Way better. They're not. Look. You can work your traps 1,000 different ways than shrugs. Anything you do, anything like this, comes from this, right? So if you're doing flat, like ladder raises, face pulls, even doing any kind of back, like you're always hitting your traps. Your traps are being used. If you're doing good form, you'll hit the traps when they need to be hit the proper way. You know what I mean? No. What's really annoying? I couldn't dunk a ball, but right now I can easily get my hand over him like this, and I'm like, I don't understand. I'm more, my leg strength was meant to go this way through people, not this way. But then now, because I've been doing a lot more functional stuff, it's been going this way too. It's weird. Anyway, I'm gonna get off, guys. It's been fun. Thank you guys for stopping by. Make sure you guys check out that video, man. It's funny. It's entertaining, man, but it gives you guys some good ideas as what not to do. But hopefully you guys, figure it out from this. Don't let anybody tell you what you're worth. You make your own worth. You tell yourself what you're worth, what your value is, not anybody else. And if you can get the dollar for what you believe you're worth, then you get it with fucking pride. Period. Anyway, all love, guys, man. I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate the guys who've been following me, getting me to this point. Like, I want to get my channel 100,000. Well, I'll get there. I'm not like, guys, give me 100,000. You need to get to 100,000. It's gonna get there. I know it's gonna get there because we'll continue to put out really good content for you guys. And I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the guys who are subscribed. The guys, girls. The circles that are there following me, and the haters, guys. I appreciate you guys too. You guys, people that don't like you will tell you exactly what you need to hear sometimes. Just saying. So you gotta appreciate that shit. Anyway, guys, love you all. Take care. Have an awesome Saturday. Make sure you guys watch the video and watch some of the training videos and stuff. And actually check out my site, johnnyshoe.net. Or if you want to book a phone consult, go into my last video. Actually, you'll see this. You'll see in the description down here. You can book a phone consult there, guys. So I will. I'll 100%. I'll show you that. I'll show you all of that, guys. Like I said, I'll give you guys so much info. I'm gonna put myself out of business. Anyway, guys, take care. Love you all. Keep dream chasing. Well, iron sharpens iron. Progressive will load your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing. Peace.